Anthony Carboni.
Yeah.
What's your topic?
So I am in San Francisco this week in the final throes of wedding planning. And I'm reaching this nightmare planning. Nightmare planning is what I call it.
Oh, no. You love your fiance.
I love my fiance. I'm going to love our wedding. But it's turned from wedding planning into nightmare planning.
Is it too big? Are you going for a big wedding?
No. That's what's crazy. They actively, if you try not to have a big wedding, they make it harder for you.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And by they mean your family, right?
I mean the wedding industrial complex. I mean the Illuminati.
Wow.
The not.com.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
I mean the Illuminati. What's up, everybody? We know what's going on. It's the cake lobby.
Yeah.
It's the DJ lobby.
What's the stuff they put on the cake? What's the
Icing?
No, they put some taffeta.
Fondant.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. Fondant.
Fondant.
It's the fondant mob.
Do they say it like that?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's not just fondant.
I thought it was fondant.
It's fondant.
Well,
that's how they say it in cake.
Christine
in
watches.
K-pop.
Well, that's because they have an accent.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
that's-
calling Mario. That's not this.
Yeah.
I thought it was fondant because it's a French thing, because pastry.
There's an accent at the end.
Yeah. Kevin,
I don't know.
I like how Kevin talks for 75% of the
And
show,
then
and then
besides
sometimes
he
he just
does
does
this.
He does accent marks in the air.
Like
Just
check
He's
mark,
just
is it
calling
check
his
marks?
shots.
Is it a-
there's an accent to goo out there.
Did Nike make it? Is it a
All right,
swoosh?
so
I don't know.
how many people are coming to this wedding? Ballparking.
120 people.
Okay.
Which is bigger than we thought. That's the other thing. It's like bigger than you think. Because you start listing.
120 is a big wedding.
120 is too. It's like, I didn't think I knew 120 people.
You do.
Well, you knew 60 and she knew 60.
I didn't even think I knew 60 people. I like to sit in my room alone and eat Thai food and watch Netflix and play
About
video
that life.
games. And like, how do you meet 60
Bug life.
people doing that?
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible?
guild.
I don't even like to do that because I don't even like digitally knowing people. I don't like to feel. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, we got to go on this raid. We're depending on you. I don't like those words.
Yeah.
We're depending on you.
I'm a lone wolf.
Oh yeah,
It's too much responsibility.
that's too much. I can't go through this fake cave with you guys tonight.
Yeah, sorry.
I can't
There might
do
be a
it.
dragon at the end of it. I don't know if I have time for that.
I don't know. What if I get bored and I want to leave and then I'm stuck fighting this dragon with you people? That
fair.
sounds terrible.
That's how it works.
So how do you go through life like that and wind up being connected to enough people to fill a room? That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's surprising though because I when I got married I had about 40 people at my wedding. It was very, very small. It was just a
that's
cocktail
great.
party.
Oh, I
you
wish
would
I
think
could've
it was
done
great until you have to scale back. That's even worse because inevitably you have to cut the invite list down to whatever you've chosen the number to be.
Yeah.
However, when the number's well under 100, that means you can't invite relatives sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see the people that I see on a daily or weekly and or monthly basis. I'm not going to invite someone who is an estranged uncle that I haven't seen for 6 years just because we're Italian and family's supposed to be important.
That is the worst part of the wedding. Is it really forces you to rank everyone you know,
Which is fucking awesome. I love
No,
it.
it's not.
So here's
It's
my
awesome
thing.
in theory, but then you have to do it and you feel like the worst person.
Yeah, I love it because I'm not married. I have not been married. I'm not planning on getting married anytime soon. But it's just like I know people and like they're almost married. Like they're not even proposed yet, but it's like they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And it's just like we've had those discussions. I'm like, so how big's your wedding? 100 people. I'm like, who are you gonna cut? How are you gonna do this?
gotta
And I
cut
just
someone.
love just fucking prodding them. And like I've been in like hour-long discussions of like the theories that go behind who gets cut. And, oh man, I love it. I'm a fucked up person, but it's the
It's
funniest
messed up.
thing.
No, I mean, literally, my wife and I, it was hard. You get in arguments over it because she's like, "We're capping it at this many people. This is how many people the bar can take. If we have more, we have to pay more." And it's like by a vast margin. And I'm like, all right. So I think we originally capped it at 40, and then we ended up going. We had to go like 9 over, and that was a struggle. And it was like her mom calling, going like, "You have to invite this person. Like this person." You have to invite this person. You're like, shit, I do have to invite that person. Who else do I cut? Then you're praying that some of the invites will go out and people will RSVP no. So that you don't have to make that
you got
decision.
those
So that you can then
spaces,
go
yeah.
and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I totally forgot to put you on this list. Person that was on my second tier, but now I'm calling you and we're good to go.
Bringing them up from the minors.
Yeah. And they always know when you're doing it too.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's funny.
But here,
It's like, oh man, like, sorry you got your invitation late. Like,
yeah.
we're really
You're like,
hoping you can
it's
come.
a week away.
Yeah, hoping you
Anthony.
can make it.
Yeah, can you come up?
I feel like such a
live
horse's
in-
ass. We just got a whole bunch back
It's
in
weird.
The
The
mail.
postal service, like, who even knows what that's about? Like,
It was an email. I don't know
It's an
why.
Evite.
It was an Evite.
Yeah, but you have to send it through the
You
post
didn't get the
office
Facebook
because
invite?
city law.
You didn't see the Facebook
No,
event?
people do that shit though.
No,
People,
I know.
People do the save dates now on Facebook, and you're like, you can't do that. You got to actually send me something physically, or make sure it gets to me, or call me. Because oftentimes I just don't check Facebook ever. Like I logged into Facebook yesterday while I was on the can, and I had like 89 notifications. I'm like, I'm not even going there. But back to Twitter where I belong.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's a good place to do your.
Yeah, what
my
you do
wedding
is
advice.
do all your wedding planning on Twitter publicly is what I do.
Oh, do that.
And then
Hey, guys, come here.
It's
Come here
bound to
then.
wound up fine.
Does your wife listen to everything you do?
No.
Neither does mine.
No.
And it's better for our relationship.
Oh, for sure.
Because I tend to exaggerate my relationship with my wife, where in reality
I don't even have a fiance.
I'm just up in San Francisco chilling out.
But yeah, it would be kind of detrimental to our relationship, I think, if she actually started listening, because she'll be like, you don't do that, because Tim, you know me well enough. I'll be like, holy crap, this thing happened yesterday. It was crazy, and you're like, was it crazy? And I'm like, nah, it wasn't. That
No, it was
crazy.
not
Yeah.
crazy.
It was me just at Starbucks getting a Starbucks coffee.
So guys, as people that have been married or are going to be married,
Yep.
how does the process work? So you decided 120 people.
Yep.
How do you split that up? Is it a 60-60?
So we did
or...
it 60-60, but what happened is like I have huge, giant, crazy Eastern European immigrant family, and she has very, very small family. So it all kind of winds up evening out. We have a lot of the same friends because we met here.
That's the thing. That's my question.
And that
Mutual
helps
friends.
out a lot.
Because in the conversations I've had, it gets dirty real fast where it's like the girl will be like, all right, so it's 100 people. I'm going to get 60. You're going to get 40. And he's like, all right, I can deal with that. And it's just like, oh, so what about Tim? Oh, he's your friend. And it's like, but you knew him first.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but no, you guys are friends. So he's one of your 40.
Oh, it's nice.
No.
No, we were
dirty
pretty
pool.
good. We were pretty good about that stuff and being in communication and making sure like who we knew we wanted and like not sort of.
Did you ever
petty
like
about
bust
it.
out the yarn in the pictures on the
It
wall?
looked a lot like True Detective for a while in my
Really?
apartment. No.
I was gonna
at
say.
one point, were you just staring into a little mirror?
Yeah, just looking at a little mirror just at my eye and just contemplating the abyss and my place in it and why I had to pick napkin rings. Like,
You're making me relive.
no,
right
but
now.
I'll
It's
tell you
freaking
what,
out.
the thing that is the toughest thing about the invitations are the invitations that you have to send out that are sort of polite invitations where it's like, I don't care if you come to this thing. And then they receive it and they're like, I don't particularly want to come to this thing.
Yeah.
But then and you think it's all very clear, but then you realize one person, like you'll send it to somebody and that person will think, oh, I didn't even know we were that close. It's so nice that they thought of me. Or, oh, this is great. You're getting married in San Francisco. I've been looking for an excuse to take a trip to San Francisco. Or something like that, where it's like you invite somebody because you really have to because of etiquette, and you expect them to say no, and then they don't.
No, because no one says no.
No one says no.
That's the problem.
And here's what I want. I want some sort of a little emblem, like a little secret sign that we can put on invitations that lets people know, like, you are not obligated.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean? Just like a little emblem
It
that's
should
like,
just be.
There is no blood feud here.
yeah.
Do what you have to.
Exactly.
Yes, no, or no worries.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. If you check
like,
mark no worries,
it's cool,
like,
bro.
I'm never going to talk to you about this again, ever.
Cool.
So don't worry about it.
I feel like
It's
our
not
generation's good at that though. Like the parents and the family, and that's where it gets fucked up. But if you like, let's say back in the day when you
you go
got
to my
married,
wedding?
no, you didn't invite me, and I don't care. I totally
We're
understand
that
that I'm
close.
not in the top 40.
I
That
would
makes
now,
100%.
If I got like, on my second wife, you'll totally come.
Yeah.
I'm sure It'll
That's
be
the
us
thing.
four as the
There's
groomsmen.
always the second marriage. Like, whoever you didn't
There's
invite the
always-
first time, like, can come to the second one.
Second one's the
Saying,
party.
man.
It's going to be a more chill party the second
It's gonna be at
time
someone's
anyway.
house.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's going to be on a boat.
I got.
Yeah.
Be a middle-aged guy on a boat.
I have a friend of mine who's getting married, a close friend of mine that's getting married, but I'm not in his wedding party. And so I got invited to the wedding, but I didn't get invited to the bachelor party. And everyone was like, no one really talked to me about it. And I finally got around to talking to one of my friends who is going. And he's like, yeah, like didn't make a big deal out of it. I was like, I want you to know and I want you to tell him this. I appreciate that I didn't get invited to this. I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. I don't have the time for it, and I think he knew that. But we don't have to beat around the bush on these things. Like, stop
grown
being
ass men.
Stop being offended out there, everyone. If you don't get invited to something that you don't give a fuck about going to, like,
Yeah.
stop being offended about.
But
that.
that's the
This
thing.
common courtesy shit has gone too far.
It becomes like, it's not that you want to go. It's that you wanted to be recognized. You wanted to be invited. And
Yeah,
like
but then
everybody kind of
Maybe
has
you want
that
your
natural
friend,
feeling.
your friend
you know?
Rim to invite you to Raston.
And it's hard for
Furious
people.
7 or whatever the hell number it is. I don't know. You don't want to. You don't care if you go or not. I understand tickets are limited. You just want to have somebody say hi to you.
I'm sure.
Well, this is a
You don't
this
even
different
deserve
universe.
to go.
I
You
still
don't
haven't
even
seen
deserve to
6,
go.
so yeah, I got problems.
I also like that, just real quick, that the title screen actually spells out Furious 7, SEVEN. It's like, why are you fucking just doing this?
Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah,
weird.
They're not
did.
charging by the letter. What do you care?
Well, no, because it's like the title screen of the movie is what you fucking go by. Like, so Fast and Furious 6, the title screen's actually just Furious 6. which makes way more sense because it comes after Fast 5. And now just Furious 7 is spelled out. It's like, what the fuck? This is like a Final Fantasy.
But the last one wasn't
game.
Fast 6? It was Furious 6?
It was Fast. No, it was Furious 6.
Was it? I thought it was Fast 6.
I thought it was.
No, it's Fast 5, and then it was called Fast and Furious 6 on the posters, but the title screen of the movie says Furious 6.
Wait. Yeah, wasn't it just called Fast? Yeah, Fast and Furious.
No.
No, that was
Fast
4.
and Furious was 4.
Okay.
Then Fast 5. And then
Which one has Sudeikis?
Where's Batista?
he's in the Guardians. What are we talking about?
My
Weddings?
favorite one is Tokyo Drift anyway, because it
you.
doesn't make
Good.
any sense.
Good. Oh, it makes too much
It's
sense.
guide. It's like
Have you seen 7
Fast
yet?
and Furious Guide End.
Have you seen
which
7
is
yet?
great. No.
Oh, it
Oh, it all comes back.
It all comes back.
Oh my god!
Did you not know
that,
this?
But it comes back.
Do you know that like the whole thing's a timeline experiment? Explain it, Tim, real quick.
No,
No, just watch.
Not the,
Just
no, not
watch.
the new part. Not the new part. This part with just 2 on.
The whole thing, Han.
Yeah.
From Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Han's best.
The entire series is about Han. It really is.
It's not about Han.
It,
But it
Well,
does
it's about family.
It builds up to that
It's
moment.
about
where
it
Han
really is
dies.
about family, Nick.
Yeah. Oh no, it's always about family.
Yeah.
yeah. It's not about cars, Greg. That's why you weren't invited.
It's true. Thanks.
I wish I had Coke there, but I didn't.
You
What
did.
happened is 2 cars like the car split in half and one landed on one part of the island, and one landed on the other part of the island, and it's been 2 timelines the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Then Michelle Rodriguez got caught drunk driving, was thrown off the island, but came back in some flashbacks when needed.
Yeah. And now
So weddings are cool.
Weddings are cool.
You're gonna like it. It's
It's
a lot
gonna
of
be
work. You're gonna get really stressed out the week beforehand.
I just think
And
it's
then
really
it's gonna be
funny
fun.
that this is like the day that you basically this is the big party where we celebrate our love and it's going to be the best. But it's also sort of just like, here comes the obstacle course. And if you can run it, you'll get married.
Yeah.
And if you can't, you probably weren't meant to get married. Because it's really just the biggest stress test most relationships have.
Oh, it is.
Have there been fights with you guys about it?
Oh, God, constantly.
Yeah.
Like we.
What's the dumbest one?
They're all dumb. They're all dumb. And here's the thing: is like because they're all over dumb things. Like just we really have to get our opinions back on the chair runners. The chair runners? Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, whatever. Or we have to pick out pocket squares or something, and it's all dumb. It's all stuff that you don't care about, but you're being thrown into a position where you're being forced to care about it. Neither one of us cares about chair runners, but we're being told we have to pick a chair runner. And so now we both have an opinion.
What the fuck's a chair runner?
A chair runner is a decorative sash or something on the back of a chair that makes the chair look better than a normal chair. Because it's not a normal day. It's not a normal chair.
You're right.
It's a magical day with fucking magical chairs.
Gotcha.
Put a fucking flower on the
Got it.
chair, but which flower? Choose wisely.
Not to be confused with the chair, just a chair cover, which
Yeah.
they also put on the chairs, and then the runner goes on top of those.
Or the hit young adult novel series, The Chair Runner, which is now a movie with Miles Teller.
Exactly.
right.
So because you're forced to fight about chair runners, it bleeds out into all the other parts of your life.
Yeah.
Because you're around each other all day, and you just start sniping at each other about every little thing, and you just don't want to be around each other anymore, but you have to. And so it's like it becomes really trying, and it's like everybody tells me that the last couple months before a wedding are just really, really hard, and we knew it going in, and we're totally fine with it. It just doesn't feel good to be in the middle of it, you know?
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm just really happy that if my life keeps going the way it's going, I'm never going to have to marry Nick. Because I feel
Why?
like
We would be
Nobody
great.
know how do you come up with that?
I didn't make any decisions on my wedding. It was
I don't
great.
believe that.
I
don't believe that at all.
made one decision. It was which suit to buy, and it was a suit that I bought that I knew I could wear for a really long time. Because
I mean, also you're gonna marry Nick.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you're right.
we are gonna get married at
I
some
just
point.
wanted
It's
to put that
legal
out there.
now. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Now that would be a party. That would be a party.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You guys should get married on a boat. Second wedding.
Yeah.
It would be Fast and Furious themed. Vin Diesel would be your officiant.
Oh my god, I like that.
That's
Our
good
wedding
wedding.
would be the only wedding in the history of gay marriages that featured like girls twerking for no reason.
False.
Like,
I
these
bet
guys
that's
were
not
gay.
true at all.
Really?
I bet most gay marriages have women twerking.
Women twerking.
Absolutely.
Women-
Women
pay?
twerking are their chair sashes.
Strippers that
like
they pay
this.
to be there.
No, the women come. The women come because they want to the gay wedding.
Oh, I see.
That's
yeah,
the party.
That's a good
That's
point.
the thing.
I meant by that when we walked down the aisle, instead of like rose petals, it would be asses shaking. And
Oh, that's
bouncing.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ass. You know what I mean? What's
Yeah.
that song?
That's really
Yeah, Dance
lovely.
Ass by Big Sean.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah. Stop.
You can still steal it if you
Let
want
that
for your wedding.
motherfucker hammer time.
There's
Got
still time.
Yeah.
We couldn't pick chair runners. We're gonna pick twerk dancers, but in like the next 3 weeks.
Damn, see, that's what I'm talking about, Nick. The moment we're all good, oh yeah, let's get the twerkers, let's do all this. Hey, let's decide who are the twerk dancers. That's when we turn on each other.
No way.
By the way, I think the
Jose.
fact that we keep saying twerk dancers makes us the whitest guys. You know the twerk dancers?
Hey, which twerk dance are we gonna get over here?
I was on the Facebook, and I saw something about twerk dancers.
Let's do this. Let's do this right now. Let's actually have this argument right now. I think we just put an ad on Craigslist. Come twerk at my wedding for $100 a piece, and we can only choose 10 people.
See, immediately I'm going to argue on the price.
Then fine. How much?
I don't want
should it be?
$100 twerk dancers.
You want $500?
You don't cheap out on your
I'm
twerkers.
not made
True.
of money.
He's
Tim.
got a great point.
Okay.
There's certain places in a wedding where you can cut costs. Twerkers is not one
the
of
twerk
them.
dancers.
Actually, Carboni, you might actually be able to get. It may
The
actually be
twerking
better
tins.
if they're cheaper.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think $100
It's
is
too much?
just we're just throwing money in the wrong
Well, see,
places.
that's logic that works out. Then you're right. $50 probably is better overall because we'll get the girl that naturally grew up twerking. She didn't have to learn how to twerk. It's just inner soul. You know what I mean?
I get that.
But I was like, I don't want the white
That
girl that
shit
like
is
had to
inner
learn how to
soul.
twerk
Yeah.
in dance class when she was 16. I
Well,
want
I'm
the girl
okay
that
with those. Fuck this. I don't care
the
how
Russian
much
girls.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Russians.
See, it would be amazing. The Russian twerk
We're gonna
team.
the Badinga girls.
The
We're gonna
actual
get that
national
entire-
Russian twerk team? Because I feel like that's going to be expensive and you're going to have visa issues.
I thought I got really excited, but I thought you were just getting Russian dancers who would do the Tetris dance,
No.
which goes
Oh god damn it. Greg.
Okay.
ding 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 ding. Remember that?
And tell me he doesn't like Garfield, right? Tell me he doesn't want to play that Garfield game. Like you would not believe.
Oh man.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Hey,
Come on.
thanks. Yeah.
I can't wait to go. It's gonna be amazing. We're all invited,
Got it
right?
right?
If you check your invitation, there was an emblem on the bottom.
It's a little middle finger. That's all it was.
It says no Scarpinos, and we already have one. We have Dave Scarpino in there. It's
You have
like,
a Dave Scarpino.
yeah, we have one Dave Scarpino, so we can't have multiple Scarpinos.
You understand?
No,
you
that's
understand?
fine.
No Scarpinos.
It's too
Plural.
bad too, because there's only 3 of us in the whole United States. And I didn't
Yeah.
even know Dave.
Yeah.
You know
He's
Dave?
great.